What's up, y'all? It's your man Chazz Ellis, and I'm answering the questions that y'all asked me. Earlier, this is like about a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks. A dude hit me up on the internet, on YouTube, and asked me a question that was fairly complicated because he had been in a relationship with this girl that's actually from Vietnam. They met online. He'd been dating her for a few years. They actually he ended up going to Vietnam like twice and to meet her. He was telling me, he met her in Vietnam twice. They never had sex or anything like that, but they were they were in a relationship where they were actually even engaged over a few years. He was saying they were waiting to have sex and all of that. He comes back. He tells her that, he's thought about other girls, not that he's actually done anything or whatever. She gets pissed off at him, and all of a sudden she just kind of stops dealing with him and starts talking to some other dude right away, right after that. And now she's not interested in him anymore, and that she's with this other dude. The other dude's actually sending him text messages and stuff, telling him that the girl's now with old dude. This made me think, because he asked me what should I do about it? How should I talk to her again? This made me think about the deeper meaning of this. I felt like this was a lesson that everybody could learn. Everybody could learn something from what just happened here. A lot of guys are in these internet relationships, and what people don't realize is, if you look at what happened with this guy, there was 5 things that caused him to have this problem that he's with now, that he's working with now. The reason why he's dealing with what he's dealing with now is because he really made 5 mistakes. And so that's why I entitled this video, 5 Key Mistakes in Internet Dating. And if the video is called something else at the end, whatever. It's close enough. Okay. The first thing, and you look at this along the lines of the mistakes that he made, is playing these away games. You got to stop with the away games. If you're dating somebody on the internet, the purpose of the internet is for you to connect with somebody that you would otherwise most likely not see. Okay? So that you could then have a physical connection with that person. It's not for you to maintain and hold relationships. Okay? The internet is not for you to have a 5-year relationship with somebody. That's not what it's for. Stop doing that. You don't pick somebody in Vietnam to date and you live in California. I don't know where the dude lives, but I'm pretty sure they in Vietnam. You don't need to date somebody in Southeast Asia if you live in America. You need to be dating somebody who lives in America that lives close enough that you could travel to them. So stop playing these away games. The next thing was lean on me. He was talking about also that she, had her little issues and stuff like that, and he was talking to her and blah, blah, blah. See, this is how you end up becoming somebody's friend. The internet is not for you to listen to some chick's problems and all of her life stories and stuff like that. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be having a conversation with her, getting to know her as a person, and then saying, when we gonna hook up and actually meet each other. That's what you're supposed to be doing. So focus on that. Stop with this lean on me stuff. Here, I'm gonna be your shoulder. That's not your job. You can be there for her at times, and that's cool, but, that's not something you want to do on the internet all day, because it just kind of makes you seem like you're not really in a relationship. All right. Making a substitution. I felt that he picked somebody in Southeast Asia because he didn't want to deal with people in America. He didn't want to deal with chicks right in his backyard. And there's a lot of y'all that are out there doing the same thing. Don't make it seem like this dude is just crazy for what he's doing. It's a lot of people out here doing the same thing. You get on the internet and talk to chicks. You pick somebody as far away as you possibly can so that you never really have to try to deal with them. And you also don't have to deal with chicks in your own home. If you're going to date somebody that lives 5 hours away, generally the purpose is so that you can still holler at chicks that live next to you while talking to her. If you're not doing that, then it's kind of seeming crazy So, like, you're trying to avoid the chicks that live around you and picking somebody you can't really even interact with. I mean, this chick lives so far away, you never see her. He said he dated her for several years and only saw her twice. You can't do that. You can't use an internet relationship to substitute real relationships that you can have at the crib. Come on now. That's just making it harder for you. Number 4, long time no see. Too many people take too long to meet. It's not for you to take forever to meet. That's not what the internet is for. It's so you can meet somebody who you otherwise would not meet. So when you talk to that person on the internet, you're supposed to meet them within less than a month. It's not supposed to take you forever to meet somebody. So if they live all the way in Vietnam, you know good and well that it might take you some time to save up to where you can actually meet this person. So why in the hell did you pick somebody that lives in Vietnam? That's the questions you have to ask yourself. You know, you can't take forever to meet somebody. That's how you get catfished. You know, people talk about, yeah, I got catfish, man. This bitch told me she was this person, and then she was like, showed me a picture where she looked like Halle Berry, and the chick really turned around and looked like Roseanne. It happens. That's why. Because you took too long to meet. And the 5th one is one that dudes make in real life and on the internet. Not closing the deal. Here's the thing. The difference between a friend and a relationship is really sex. That's the difference. A friend can do everything else but sex. So if you're not having sex with somebody, you're basically in the friend zone. No matter how deep your relationship is, you're making a commitment of your emotions and putting yourself in the friend zone. That's why this girl can move on to this other guy so quickly. Because she's not made a physical commitment to him. I want y'all to look at that deeper than everything. If a chick ain't making a physical commitment to you, that's going to give her the opportunity to just be able to move on quickly to the next dude. She's not going to be thinking about you because she hasn't made that commitment. Hope I was able to help. I hope y'all pay attention to these 5 things I just told you. Once again, it's your man Chazz Ellis. Answer the questions that you ask me. Please feel free to hit me up in the comment box. And also go to my like page on Facebook. It's AskChazzEllis on Facebook. Peace.